Well, I've come up to police headquarters with Alexandra, who's a techie from PDMS, and also Mike, who's the Bobby.
The usual Bobby, yeah.
Very interesting, very exciting. A bit of new software that's been worked between you and the company to help vulnerable people. I know you don't like that sort of term, but I'm just explaining to the audience. I mean, people who might need assistance, whatever. So, who would like to start this? What's it all about?
Yeah, it is. That's exactly right, Paul. It's people who need assistance in our communities. We've recognised that there is a growing trend. There's a lot of people, generational, it's getting older on the Isle of Man, people who are struggling a little bit. This new thing that we've come up with is going to be massive in helping them at any difficult point that they have in their life. So,
and this is leading in throughout the British Isles, I understand, as well, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I think there's a lot of people who are really interested in this software to see where it works. It's basically a program that we can use to help people when they are when they're going through difficult times.
Well, let's get details, Alexandra, because I know it's all down to data protection in places like that sort of thing, isn't it? Because the police can't hold information unless something's like a crime or whatever's happened.
Yeah, our data has to be crime related.
Right. This is about people who need assistance, and you need to know who they are, I suppose, really. How do you come up with this idea? Or was it your idea, or the company's, or a collaboration?
This is an idea that originated from police situations. The police were telling us about scenarios where these parents of people with autism spectrum disorder would want their kids for the police to have a record of their kids, but they couldn't hold that information. They were begging the police to have that data.
Mm-hmm. And things got tougher with what you can hold, as we said there.
Yeah, GDPR, data protection. I know it's there for a reason, but people do want us because we are the first point most of the time when somebody's in crisis to call. And if we have information that will help that person at their time of crisis, then it can only be a good thing.
Do people opt into this service, and do people have to say, yes, it's okay to hold my data? Sort of thing?
PDMS's philosophy for this system has been people are in charge of their own data. It's a person's data. They can choose to be on the system. There are 3 ways for a person to be on the system. So first of all, they can register themselves onto the system without any assistance. They can go to our new PDMS registration support sessions, in which we can help a person put on their own data and then they take on from there. Or they can work with one of our charity partners for the charity partner to create and manage a profile on their behalf.
All right. Now, Mike, let me give you an example. Someone that's got dementia has gone missing. How did you deal with it, and how can you now deal with it? What are the differences?
Well, to be fair, I think we've always dealt with it with the right attitude, and with community first and that person, putting them first. What this will allow us to do is to assist in finding that person quicker, in dealing with them in a more personal manner when we do deal with them, and assisting the family as well, because it's a difficult time for them when somebody is regressing and somebody is going back. So the information that we're asking for on the system will be things like what does your mum or dad prefer to be called, so that we can lower the barrier down. Then at that point we can have the emergency contact details, so we can phone them straight away to let them know, look, we've found your mum or your dad or your son or your daughter, we've found them, they're okay, would you like to come and help us?
It almost sounds so obvious, this, because knowing what people's requirements are, and yet you hit this wall with data, whatever you want to say. Exciting work then for you, because I think you've sort of got really behind the police on this one, your company and yourself.
Yeah, so we think it's a worthy cause. It's an opportunity for the private sector, the charities, and the public sector, as represented by the police and other emergency services, to come up with a solution that really helps our community.
Brilliant. So this could go further, as we said at the beginning. Other forces might be interested.
Yeah, I mean, I think based upon our force and the benefits that we hopefully will see and the public will see, I think other forces will look at us as trailblazers with this, and I'm sure that they'll be looking at similar things, if not this.
So is it in beta, or whatever? Or, I mean, can people now sign into it or get your database up and running?
People can sign up. It's been open for a little while, and we hope to continue running the pilot for this project until the end of December 2018.
So it is a pilot, so obviously the more interest you can get, the better. Yeah. How do people, who, where, how?
So, well, As Alexandra said, with the partnership work, we have the Alzheimer's Society, Manx Blind Welfare, the Deaf Society. They've signed a lot of their clients up already to this. To this, we've got sessions open, haven't we, next week? Yeah. Where people can come down, and again, Alexandra and PDMS will help people set themselves up on the system.
Has it had to be used yet? In a good sense.
Well, as it's pretty much brand new out of the box, right. But we do have about 100 instances a month.
A month
in the
people going missing,
people go missing. Yeah, people go missing. People in crisis.
Yeah.
We have at least 100 a month. So the better we can deal with those people, as in for them, the easier we can make it for them and their families is what this is about. That's all this is. It's about making things easier for them and better for them. As a community, I think that's what we all strive for.
So I guess we should ask, where can people get more information?
You can either find us on Facebook, First Point Community Portal, or you can go to our informational website, firstpoint.signedup.im.